So about a week ago, I put out a video with Parrot Walrus, which involved giving peanuts to basically the whole team. And there was a very astute comment someone posted saying that I should have seagull at the back, and then the parrot would give peanuts to everything, including the seagull, and then the seagull could give peanuts to some summoned pets. I think I had anteater, so the ants would have got peanut. And I thought about it for a while and thought, you know what, I might as well try it. Now, disclaimer, this run does not have seagull in it. I'll show a clip at the end of my best attempt to get that working. It was very frustrating. So instead, I decided to do something with Toucan, which I'm not even sure if I've ever used it in a video before. When they originally released the custom pets, Toucan, in the test server, that Toucan was tier 1, and it was just completely ridiculously overpowered. So they moved it to tier 2. But then on top of that, as time goes by, you start to realize the real problems it has, because there are so many weakness pets. So there's lionfish, there's frog, bat, microbe, and what can often happen is the toucan has its equipment replaced by weakness, and then when it faints, it gives weakness to the pets behind it, which is obviously unfortunate. So what I decided to do after many fails is have my own weakness pets. So you can see here, this team got absolutely destroyed by the bat and the frog, the toad. Sorry. I loved when you face elephant and then the toad just immediately applies weakness to the pet that the elephant is trying to trigger the hurt ability for. So yeah, the early game, the other reason is I was having a lot of games where I would be trying to get the toucan scaled up, and then I would just lose because I didn't have enough firepower in my own team. So the weakness pets, especially like toad, is crazy good, and bat as well. And I had them both in the pack, and in this run I just ended up with the two of them in the team. So all we're doing is trying to buff the team up as much as possible, and obviously clownfish helps with that too. And then I'm going to be looking for decent equipment. One of the other problems I had was I did quite a few runs where I forgot to put equipment for the toucan in the pack. So I had mostly food, and I decided, I had to go back and edit the pack and add stuff like chili. Unfortunately, one of the other problems with toucan is that there's a lot of held food that cannot be shared. So, for instance, melon, cheese, steak, all the things that are single use, pepper as well. You can share them with a setup with the whale. I've seen that before, but for these purposes, I just wanted to be passing back the equipment that the toucan starts with when it faints, rather than any kind of intricate setup. So yeah, if you put melon on the toucan, the melon gets cleared as soon as the toucan gets hit, and it doesn't work. So here I get the perfect roll. I get double walrus. And although I've just applied melon to the toad at the back, this all hinges on pilling a walrus and the peanut landing on the toucan. And I put eagle at the front as well, because obviously we have the chance that walrus will spawn, land on the toucan in the battle, and then get passed back. But it doesn't happen there. So here, eagle out, walrus in, and I get another pill in the shop. Pill once, lands on the bat, second chance, and beautiful, it lands on the toucan. So now I can move the bat back, because it already has peanut, move the eagle in, and now both eagle and clownfish will get the peanut. and the Toucan already has above 20 attacks, so it will insta-kill anything through melon, which is absolutely incredible. And yeah, on 9 wins, it's one of those combos where it took so long to get going that there's not going to be many rounds left to actually see it in action. And here, unfortunately, we go against a summon team, which is always the bane of these sort of these combo builds. And yeah, I think we just don't quite have enough. Turkey, absolute menace in every format, and it's only going to get worse with all the new custom summon pets that they've added. I really hope they really need to do something about filling decks with all the pets of the same archetype. But anyway, we're going to this final battle, and this is what you want to see: a scumbag shrimp starfish team that just gets absolutely decimated by Peanut. So there we go, Toucan with Peanut, and I'll quickly show another clip where I tried to get the combo working. So here I pill the walrus with a seagull. The Peanut lands on the seagull and I have a Toucan in the shop. So then I can buy the Toucan, the seagull will give it Peanut, and then I just have to combine them. That's what I do. However, without even realizing it, I make the classic mistake of combining in the wrong order. So you need to drag the pet that you don't want the equipment from. And I did it in the wrong order there, but I didn't actually notice while I was playing. So at this point, I think I'm all set, and I even get the turkey in the shop. So then now the turkey will get Peanut for free. And even though the 2 seagull triggers have been used up for the turn, I would win this next battle if I hadn't made the mistake. And then as soon as the battle starts, I realise the blunder, and the seagull gets Peanut overwritten by Meatbone, and it was such a perfect opponent as well. Oh well, I still had a long way to go, so it was a good chance I wasn't going to win, but I thought I would show that anyway, since it was probably the worst mistake I've ever made.